In a distant galaxy, far from Earth, there was a bright and advanced alien city called Zorath. It was a place filled with tall, shining buildings and colorful gardens. The aliens living there were curious and adventurous, always eager to explore the universe. One sunny day, a group of brave alien girls decided to go on an exciting adventure. Their names were Lyra, Nia, Mira, and Zara. They were known for their courage and love for discovery. The girls gathered at the entrance of an ancient ruin on the outskirts of Zorath. This ruin was old and mysterious, with crumbling walls covered in strange symbols. The girls had heard stories about it from their elders, tales of a time long before their civilization existed. Today, they wanted to uncover its secrets. "Are you ready, everyone?" Lyra asked, her eyes sparkling with excitement. The others nodded eagerly, their hearts racing with anticipation. As they entered the ruin, the air felt cooler, and a sense of wonder surrounded them. They walked carefully, shining their lights on the walls. The symbols seemed to glow softly, almost like they were alive. The girls exchanged glances, their imaginations running wild with what they might find. Suddenly, Nia pointed to a large door at the end of the hall. "Look!" "What's that?" she exclaimed. The door was massive, made of metal and covered in more strange symbols. The girls approached it, their hearts pounding. Lyra reached out and pressed a button on the side of the door. With a loud hiss, it slowly opened. Inside, they found a dark chamber filled with strange objects. In the center, there were several shiny pods, each one glowing softly. The girls exchanged excited whispers, wondering what they had discovered. Could these be ancient alien artifacts? Mira wondered aloud. The others nodded, equally intrigued. They stepped closer, peering into the pods. As they approached, they noticed something shocking. Inside each pod, there were humans. They looked peaceful, as if they were merely sleeping. "Are they real?" Zara whispered, her eyes wide with disbelief. The girls had heard stories of humans, creatures from a distant planet called Earth. They were known for their bravery, but also their fierce nature. "We have to wake them up," Nia suggested, her voice filled with excitement. "But what if they are dangerous?" Mira replied, a hint of fear in her voice. "What if they don't understand us?" Lyra thought for a moment. "We can't leave them here. They deserve a chance to wake up and see the world again." The girls nodded, agreeing with Lyra's brave decision. With a deep breath, Lyra reached for the control panel next to the nearest pod. She pressed a button, and a soft hum filled the room. The pod started to open, revealing a human inside. The girls watched, their hearts racing. As the pod opened, the human stirred and blinked, looking confused. The girls took a step back, unsure of what to expect. Would the human scream or attack? Instead, the human looked around, eyes wide with shock. The girls couldn't believe it. They were witnessing a real-life human awakening after thousands of years. Where am I?" the human said, their voice weak but filled with wonder. The girls exchanged excited glances. They had done it. They had awakened a human. But as the human tried to stand, they looked unsteady, and the girls rushed forward to help. "Stay calm! We're here to help you," Lyra said gently, trying to comfort the bewildered human. The other girls nodded, showing their support. They wanted to make sure the human felt safe. Just then, they heard a noise from outside the chamber. It was faint, but growing louder. The girls looked at each other, worry creeping into their minds. They realized that their discovery might attract unwanted attention. What if others came looking for the humans? They needed to act quickly. As the girls prepared to help the human, they knew their adventure was only just beginning. What lay ahead would change everything for both the aliens and the humans. Together they would face challenges, learn from one another, and discover the true meaning of friendship across the stars. The excitement in the room was electric. They were on the brink of a new chapter, one that promised adventure, danger, and perhaps hope for a brighter future. The chamber was filled with a mix of excitement and uncertainty. The girls stood close to the newly awakened human, their hearts racing. They had successfully brought back someone from a time long gone, but what would happen next? The human blinked rapidly, taking in the strange surroundings. "Who are you?" the human asked, voice still shaky. They looked around, eyes wide with confusion and wonder. "We are Zorathians," Nia replied, stepping forward with a friendly smile. "We come from the city of Zorath, far from here." "We found you sleeping in a pod." The human's eyes widened even more. "Zorath? I've never heard of it." What happened to Earth? Their voice was filled with a mix of fear and curiosity. Lyra exchanged worried glances with her friends. They had only heard stories about Earth, the planet where humans once thrived, now said to be destroyed. Earth, it was lost a long time ago. But you are safe here, she reassured. The human looked down, a shadow passing over their face. Lost. I see. They took a deep breath, trying to steady themselves. My name is Alex. I remember a battle. Then nothing. The girls listened intently. They wanted to understand the human's past. What do you remember about Earth? Mira asked gently. Alex hesitated, then began to speak. We had a beautiful planet, but we were in constant conflict. Wars tore us apart. I volunteered for a program to protect our people. We thought we could save ourselves. Their voice grew softer, filled with sadness. But we failed. Zara felt a pang of sympathy. You are not alone anymore. We are here and we will help you. As they spoke, the girls noticed that Alex was starting to relax. The tension in their shoulders eased, and they even managed a small smile. Thank you. I didn't expect to wake up in a place like this. Lyra couldn't help but grin. Welcome to Zorath. We are very different, but we are friendly. Just then, a loud crash echoed outside the chamber. The girls jumped, and Alex's expression shifted to concern. What was that? Mira glanced toward the door. I don't know, but it sounds serious. She stepped closer to Alex. We need to protect you. You just woke up, and you're not fully strong yet. Alex nodded, determination returning to their eyes. I may not know where I am, but I can help. I've trained for battle my whole life. The girls were taken aback by Alex's courage. But you're not from here. You don't know our ways, Nia replied, her voice laced with worry. That doesn't matter, Alex insisted. We must stick together. I may have skills that can help us. The girls exchanged glances, feeling inspired. They had awakened a brave human who was willing to fight alongside them. They all knew they had to act quickly. The noise outside was getting louder, and it sounded like a group of intruders. Let's move, Lyra said, her voice firm. We need to find a safe place and figure out what's happening. As they quickly made their way toward the exit, Alex followed closely behind. The girls led the way, eager to protect their new friend. When they reached the door, it swung open, revealing a shocking sight. A group of rival aliens stood outside, their eyes filled with anger. Leave this place, one of them shouted. Those humans do not belong here. The girls stood firm, hearts pounding. We won't let you take Alex, Zara yelled, her voice strong. They formed a protective circle around Alex, determined to keep them safe. Alex felt a surge of pride. These aliens were risking everything for them. I can fight, Alex said, stepping forward. Show me how. Lyra nodded, knowing they had no choice. Okay, we'll show you, but stay close to us. The confrontation escalated as the rival aliens advanced, ready to attack. The girls remembered their training, and with Alex by their side, they prepared for battle. The room was charged with energy, and everyone was focused. On my count, we'll fight together, Lyra shouted. 1, 2, 3. They charged forward as a team, united against the threat. Alex felt the adrenaline pumping through their veins. It was time to show everyone what humans could do. Together, they would stand strong, fighting not just for their lives, but for a new beginning. The adventure had truly begun, and they were ready for whatever came next. After the fierce confrontation, the dust began to settle. The rival aliens had retreated, and the air was thick with relief and excitement. Alex stood among the girls, their heart racing. They had fought bravely, side by side, and the bond between them was stronger than ever. Wow, that was incredible, Zara exclaimed, her eyes shining. You fought like a true warrior, Alex. Alex smiled, feeling a sense of belonging. Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you all. Your teamwork is amazing. Lyra nodded, feeling proud of their group. Now that we're safe, we should take some time to learn more about each other. We come from different worlds, and there's so much we can teach one another. The girls led Alex deeper into the ruins, to a room filled with ancient artifacts and glowing screens. They explained how their advanced technology worked and how they had developed it over thousands of years. Alex listened closely, fascinated by the stories of Zorath's history. Your city is so different from Earth, Alex said, touching a glowing panel. We relied on machines and weapons to solve our problems. But here, it feels like you focus on knowledge and understanding. That's right, Nia replied, her face lighting up. We believe in using our minds and working together. We have learned from our past mistakes. Our technology helps us grow, not fight. Alex felt inspired. I think we could have learned a lot from you on Earth. If only we had focused more on understanding instead of conflict. The girls nodded and Mira chimed in. We can help you learn about our ways too. Let's start with our traditions and skills. The girls spent the next few days teaching Alex about Zorathian culture. They introduced them to their food, which was colorful and full of flavor. Alex was amazed at the different tastes and ingredients. "This is delicious," they exclaimed after trying a bright blue fruit. In return, Alex shared stories of Earth's rich history and its many cultures. They spoke of art, music, and the beautiful landscapes. The girls listened intently, their imaginations sparked by the tales of a world they had never seen. One evening, as the sun set over Zorath, the girls gathered around a glowing fire. Lyra had an idea. "Let's share our skills. I can teach you how to fight like we do, and you can show us human survival techniques." Alex's eyes lit up. "I'd love that. On Earth, we had to learn to survive in harsh conditions. I can teach you some useful tricks." The following days were filled with laughter and learning. The girls trained hard, practicing fighting techniques and building strength. Alex showed them how to navigate difficult terrain using basic tools and clever tactics. "Remember, teamwork is key," Alex taught, demonstrating how to work together in the wild. "If we trust each other, we can overcome any challenge." As they practiced, the girls grew stronger and more confident. They found joy in learning new skills and embracing each other's differences. Their friendship blossomed, and they began to see each other not just as aliens or humans, but as a united group. One afternoon, as they rested after training, Nia asked, "What was the best part of Earth for you, Alex?" Alex thought for a moment. "The oceans. They were vast and beautiful, filled with life. I loved swimming in the waves and feeling free." Mira's eyes sparkled with curiosity. "I wish we could see that. Maybe one day we can explore Earth together." "That would be amazing," Alex replied, smiling. "And I'd love to show you everything about my world." As they sat together, a sense of hope filled the air. They were not just learning skills, they were building a future. Together, they dreamed of exploring the stars, visiting new planets, and sharing their cultures. But as the days passed, a shadow loomed in the background. The rival aliens had not given up, and their leader was plotting revenge. Alex and the girls knew they had to prepare for whatever challenges lay ahead. Yet, at that moment, all that mattered was their friendship. They were no longer just a human and a group of aliens. They were a team, ready to face anything together. They had learned from each other, and together they would continue to grow stronger. The adventure was just beginning, and they were ready to embrace it all. The days of training and bonding flew by, but the air in Zorath felt different now. A sense of unease began to settle in. The girls and Alex could sense that the rival aliens were still watching, waiting for their chance to strike. Rumors spread among the Zorathians about unusual movements in the nearby forests and the dark sky that hung over their city. One evening, while gathered around their usual spot near the glowing fire, Mira shared her worries. "I keep hearing whispers among the others. They say the rival aliens are planning something big. We need to be ready." Alex nodded, feeling the weight of responsibility on their shoulders. "We've trained hard, but we can't let our guard down. If they attack again, we need a solid plan." Lyra agreed, her expression serious. "We can't just defend ourselves. We need to think strategically. What if we use the ruins to our advantage? They might not know the layout as well as we do." The group began discussing various strategies, using maps and artifacts to plot their next moves. They decided to set up lookouts around the ruins, ensuring they would have enough time to prepare if an attack came. With each plan they made, their confidence grew, but so did the tension. The next day, as the sun rose, Zara volunteered to climb a tall structure to keep watch. From her high perch, she could see for miles. "I'll let you know if I see anything strange," she called down to the group below. Hours passed, and the group continued their training. Alex and the girls practiced different fighting techniques, blending their skills into a powerful combination. They laughed and encouraged one another, but the laughter was tinged with nervousness. Suddenly, Zara's voice echoed from above. "I see something! A large group is coming this way!" Panic surged through the group. They gathered quickly, eyes wide. "How many?" Lyra shouted, her heart racing. "I can't tell. It looks like a lot," Zara replied, urgency in her voice. Without wasting a moment, the group moved into action. They quickly spread out, preparing for the impending attack. "Remember what we practiced," Alex shouted, trying to instill courage in everyone. The girls took their positions, creating a defensive line. Lyra, Nia, Mira, Zara, and Alex stood ready, hearts pounding with adrenaline. They could hear the distant sounds of the approaching aliens. Shouting and the clattering of weapons filled the air. "Stay calm," Alex urged, looking at each girl in turn. "We've trained for this. We know how to fight together." As the rival aliens drew closer, the tension grew thicker. The girls peered into the distance, trying to spot the enemy. They saw figures moving swiftly through the trees, their eyes gleaming with malice. Fear surged, but they held their ground. Then suddenly the rival aliens burst into the clearing. They were led by a tall figure with sharp features and a fierce gaze. "You think you can protect that human? You will pay for your foolishness!" the leader snarled. Lyra stepped forward, her voice steady. "We will not back down. You have no right to threaten us." The rival leader laughed, a harsh sound that sent chills through the girls. "You think you can win? You are outnumbered! Surrender now, and perhaps I will spare you." Alex's heart raced. They felt the weight of their friends' lives resting on their shoulders. "We will fight for our freedom," Alex declared, standing tall beside the girls. The leader narrowed their eyes. "Very well, then. Prepare to meet your end." As the rival aliens charged, the girls sprang into action, ready to defend each other and Alex. They fought with all their strength, using the skills they had honed together. The battle was fierce, with bright colors flashing and shouts echoing through the air. Lyra and Nia fought side by side, dodging attacks and striking back. Mira used her agility to weave in and out of the enemy ranks, while Zara provided support, calling out tactical commands. Amid the chaos, Alex fought bravely, feeling the adrenaline course through their veins. They had never faced anything like this before, but they were determined to protect their new friends. The fight raged on, and the outcome hung in the balance. But through the chaos, one thing was clear. They were not just fighting for survival, they were fighting for each other, united against a common enemy. As the battle continued, hope flickered amidst the danger. They were a team, stronger together, and they would not let fear dictate their fate. The real test had begun, and they were ready to face it head-on. The battle raged on, the air thick with dust and tension. Alex and the girls fought with everything they had, each moment filled with urgency. They were determined not just to protect themselves, but to defend the bond they had forged. Together they felt stronger. As the rival aliens charged forward, Lyra shouted commands, guiding the group. "Zara, flank left! Nia, cover Alex's back!" Her voice cut through the chaos, providing clarity amid the confusion. Alex, heart pounding, focused on their training. They dodged a blow from a rival alien and quickly countered with a swift kick. "We can't let them break through," they yelled, adrenaline pushing them forward. The girls moved as a single unit, each action smooth and precise. Mira darted around the enemies, using her speed to distract them, while Nia and Lyra fought side by side, their strikes landing with power. Zara, from her vantage point, shouted encouragement and pointed out openings in the enemy formation. But the rival leader was not one to be underestimated. With piercing eyes, they pushed through the ranks of their own soldiers, determined to reach Alex. "You think you can protect that human?" the leader taunted, voice dripping with contempt. "You will fail." Alex felt a chill at the leader's words, but they refused to back down. "We won't give up! We stand together!" they shouted, rallying their friends. In that moment, a wave of determination surged through the group. They rallied around Alex, forming a protective circle. "Together!" Lyra urged, gripping her weapon tightly. "We are stronger together!" The rival leader charged, but the girls were ready. They moved as one, each girl covering the other's blind spots. When the leader swung their weapon, Alex and Lyra dodged just in time, causing the attack to miss. "Now!" Alex shouted, spotting an opening. "Strike!" The group sprang into action, launching a coordinated attack. Nia and Mira moved in close, striking the leader from either side. The rival leader stumbled, caught off guard by their teamwork. Lyra and Zara followed up, delivering swift blows that sent the leader reeling. But just as victory seemed within reach, the rival leader recovered, fury burning in their eyes. "You will regret this!" they screamed, rallying their remaining forces. The rivals regrouped, preparing for a final charge. The girls felt the weight of fear creeping in, but Alex lifted their chin. "We can't let them intimidate us." "We've come too far!" With renewed courage, they held their ground. "Let's show them what we can do!" Zara shouted, her voice fierce. The final clash was fierce. The rivals surged forward, but Alex and the girls stood firm, their determination unyielding. They fought with everything they had, each move a testament to their bond. In the thick of the battle, Alex spotted an opening. "Now everyone, focus on the leader!" they yelled, pointing to the rival commander who was still rallying their troops. With a battle cry, the girls moved as one. They pushed forward, weaving between enemies, dodging blows, until they reached the leader. Together, they unleashed a flurry of strikes. The leader fought back fiercely, but the girls were relentless. Finally, in a stunning moment of teamwork, Lyra delivered a powerful blow, knocking the leader off balance. Without hesitation, Alex stepped in, delivering a decisive strike that sent the leader sprawling to the ground. The remaining rival aliens hesitated, confusion evident on their faces. With their leader defeated, they quickly retreated, fleeing into the shadows of the forest. The air grew still, and silence enveloped the clearing. The girls stood panting, hearts racing, but they were victorious. They had faced danger together and emerged stronger. Zara turned to Alex, eyes shining with admiration. "We did it! We fought together and won!" Alex beamed, feeling a surge of pride for their new friends. "We are more than just a team. We're a family." As they embraced, a sense of unity filled the air. They had come from different worlds, but they had found strength in each other. They had faced danger head-on and emerged victorious, ready to forge a new future together. Looking at the ruins around them, Alex felt a deep sense of hope. They had awakened from a long sleep to find friendship, adventure, and purpose. Together they would explore the universe, learn from one another, and protect their newfound home. In that moment, they understood the true meaning of strength. It wasn't just about fighting, it was about standing together. They were united, and together they could face whatever challenges lay ahead. The journey was just beginning, and they were ready for anything.